All right, today we are fast, so welcome once again to this live session. So hope everyone is doing okay. I hope everyone is faring well. Today is Thursday 29 of 2026. So today we shall still trade the markets, but I want us to do something else different. So I want us to do something else different today. I want us to do an audit of that month. How has that month been? So that we know where we are headed and what we will want to do, what we want for the rest of the month. Now let me connect this. Alright, if you can see me, do the necessary. So today our live session is at 10 a.m. not 9 a.m. because I realized that we were trading very early. That is during the during the before even the market opened. So we had to shift to when the kill zone begins. So do you have any concurrent viewers on? Just a minute. All right, so let's just wait for a few people to come in. So we shall start with GBPUSD. There's only one person in the live stream today. It's getting harder. It's getting very hard. Alright, at least we are three now. We are three, you can continue with today's business. Okay, you are three of you. Okay. We can continue. First, we start with yesterday's analysis. What happened to yesterday's analysis? Alright, so here we are. Here we are now. Shit. This was the best trade of the month. The best trade of this month. Euro USD. So Euro USD did exactly what we had planned. Euro USD did exactly what we had planned. We had planned that, or we had anticipated that price was going to come and fill this level. You remember very clearly that during the live session I was in a trade. I was in a buy trade here, but when time began going, when 30 minutes were up and I could not see any movement, I knew time is now. Time to cut out that trade is now. And I immediately cut out that trade. But if you are listening closely, you could hear me regretting why I was cutting that trade. You could hear me regretting why I was cutting that trade. But it turned out to be a good thing, because my analysis, my intuition, let's call it intuition, had told me that price has the ability to get to this point. And by the way, it got to this point, but I was not, well, it never got to this point on GBPUSD, but on Euro USD, it got to this point and it filled us in. Only that I was asleep, I could not be able to document it, but that was the best trade of this week. 75 clean pips. 75 clean pips. Now the other one, the one which I'm waiting for today is US30. So US30, we had a buy limit around this area. It was not also filled. So Chris, if you are listening to me, we still have another opportunity for US30. So just relax and just wait for that. What I'm seeing with US30 is that we are going to come here down. We have to come here down. And you know why we have to come here down? Let me just repeat this one more time. One more time. First, I have told you the only reason why me and US30 were enemies for some time is because it was my fault. I'm the one who went to force. I'm the one who went to risk more than I should have risked on US30. Okay, so I cannot blame US30's price action. US30's price action is not the same as the price action on gold. US30's price action is usually very clean. Very clean, by the way, very clean. So my action of not always trading US30 was because of my own faults, not because of the market's fault. Because this market is usually very price action friendly. So why am I saying that? Because we still have an opportunity to get this level. Why? Look at how today opened. Look at how today opened. So yesterday was confusing. So yesterday we never took any trade on US30 because we wanted a sweet spot level to get to that level to 48,800. Okay? But if you look closely at today, Chris, Lewis, all of you, if you look closely at today we began by selling, and then we began by buying. So that means we might come and clear this liquidity and tag this level to become our new low of the week. There is a huge opportunity. That is why I've not yet deleted this buy limit. I know there's opportunity. And how many pips are these, by the way? These are 230, 231. Let's see. When can US30 go 230 pips? Yes, it can. Yes, it can. So the way I'm seeing today's market is that price has to come and take more liquidity. Even US30 itself knows that it never gave us an opportunity yesterday, because yesterday's market was quite choppy because of the news. And even right now during the London session, I'm anticipating that we are going to get to this level. So if you have your buy limit on, you should put it on, because Euro USD was our first confirmation. That we have the potential to go higher. So these are 75 pips, clean pips. That is why buy limits and sell limits. Well, I took my profits at 75 pips. No, I took my profits at 80 pips because yes. So with such a trade, it is no wonder that you can compound your returns with 3 to 4 trades every month. Good trades. Okay, so my eye today is on US30 because it is going to tag us. Our price action, that's shit. My friend, my friend, my friend. Hmm? 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 I don't know whether you can see that once price tags us here, our first take profit will be here, 877 points. Then the next one will be here. So we shall keep on adding profits as we go. So first, for price to tag us here, once price tags us here, because it has to, it will yes, that's a very good level. Now if it does not come to this level, if it does not come to that level, no problem, we never said it has to come there. Okay, we just anticipated, we are just anticipating, anticipatory. So once we are, if it does not come to this level, which will be very long, it will come to this level, definitely. It has to do something. So when it closes above this level like that, still we shall be there, we shall be there, we shall be there, we shall be there, we shall be there. Sometimes this market is quite exciting and it is very boring, as you have seen in the past few sessions. So that is my idea on USD. So either we break this 49 level, or if price is generous enough, it comes to this level, tags us, continues buying. And we said our first take profit, our long term will be 51. Will be 51. So that is what I'm watching out for today during the New York session. That is what I'm going to be watching out for. Any questions up to that point before I continue with another pair? Ask the question. Remember, the only thing we are depending on here is confirmations. We have to confirm that this market will do this, and that confirmation gives us a degree of confidence that now, because for every trade you take, there must be a degree of confidence. Remember, the technical analysis translates into psychology. So don't think your psychology will be developed without technical analysis. The only way you develop your technical analysis is to have a lot of information, or the right information, and this right information gives you a degree of confidence. Okay? It eliminates fear when taking that trade. So on yesterday's trade, yes, I risked something good, but if I had been I was there yesterday, I would have put a very big lot size here. I cannot lie to you. This is the only way we can make good money on these markets. When you are right, you have to have the courage to do what? To put your balls deep in that trade. That is when you are right. And being right means that we had two confirmations. The first confirmation was price coming and mitigating this level. Number two was price In fact, we took this lowest level, not even this low, not even this level here. We never even took this level, we took this low level. So that was a very clean trade. A very clean trade, by the way. So if now there are two ways to get in, there are two ways to get into that trade. The first one, which I have told you, is you set a buy limit. But if you set a buy limit and you are still there during that time, it is possible for you to get in with a bigger lot size. Why? Because you can see the candle formation. My God. So you put your first lot here, you put your second lot here, then you wait. That's an example of a good clean trade. A trade which is not going to take away your peace of mind. You'll sleep well, you'll wake up well. By the way, even if you have a big lot size and you leave this trade running, your confidence is what is going to give you that sleep that night. It is what is going to make you sleep properly, because you know what you are doing. So I think today's lesson is on insisting to you and also insisting to me that a good trade is very easy to form. A good trade will not waste your time. For example, this trade never wasted anybody's time. It tapped here at 10 p.m. By 10:15, it was still hovering. By 10:30, in profits. Do you see what I'm talking about? Okay, let us go to a small time frame so that we understand very well what we are trying to say. So my buy limit was here. So my buy limit was activated at 10 p.m. That is during FOMC, and I've talked extensively on FOMC and what FOMC does. And I told you to think about FOMC as a sword which is sharpened both ways. So it can cut you or it can cut your enemy. Now, when we put on this trade at 10, by 10:30, we are not even wasting any time. Inside profits, we are given our profits. That is, Caesar was being given Caesar. So if I would have been around, because normally I set my stop loss at 20 pips, which is very okay. But if I was around, my stop loss would have been given 8 pips. 8 pips. Shit. All right. But either way, I got out with something very good, something nice, and I'm very happy about myself for that. So, for you,